Welcome everyone. In this toxic waste challenge video, we are going to talk about the ingredients in Olay Regenerous. I'm Jamie Lynn. I'm so glad you're here. I just absolutely love helping you look and feel your best. And I invite you to watch the introductory video because it talks about where I got my research, how I am 100% that 95% of you, and I'm talking to you, have no idea what skincare you are putting on your skin. What I have discovered by working with 1,000 people a year, it seems like a lot, but it's 20 people a day. So when you add it up, it's probably way more than that. But most people have no idea that 95% of their skincare has toxic agents in it, and it takes 27 seconds to go into your bloodstream, or they're empty calories, and there's the donut there. They're fun every now and then, but they're certainly not giving you any nutrition, like you're not having any nutrition in your skin that is helping you reverse aging, then age like the bottom row as compared to the top row. So we're going to talk about that in the introduction. And I want you to know that I'm a licensed esthetician and I've been practicing for a really long time. I am not a chemist, but we are learning together by taking all of the ingredients one by one, so you really have an idea about what you're putting on your skin as compared to what is on my magnifying glass. Well, obviously, it's really hard for me to even see through that, but I want you to know and how we got ingredients from Olay. I just want to thank, Ulta, because there they are, and if they carry the product, they do include their ingredients, which I really appreciate, because 95% of the time, such as with companies like this, I hope you can see it. I'll get it bigger for you. Oh gosh, even though it's required by law, it is so hard to read it. They just give you the it's really hard to read them. So I really appreciate that. And just while we're here, I just want to show you that and remind you that 1,300 chemicals that the FDA is currently allowing in their products are being used in the United States, but they are banned in Europe. And the reason why, well, I'm going to let you, whoopsie. I wanted you to see that. I think you missed it. That 1,300 chemicals are being banned in the in Europe, and they're being allowed in the United States. And because of, and here's Olay's generosity of making it so easy for us to find, instead of having to read the nutritional panel, which is required by law to be on there, we are going to go over them one at a time so you can be the judge why maybe the FDA should be banning these in the United States as well. So without further ado, I will stop yakking so we can start reviewing what these active ingredients are and what they are doing for us and why they're in our skincare. Again, right out of, it's just really easy for me to put them all on one page so I can have what they are so you can see them. But here's all of the active ingredients that was supplied on the Ulta website. And if you'll see right up front, this is a really good quick way to scan your products without reading the whole list or even knowing what all this stuff is to look for the word paraben, and I'm circling it right there so you can see it. A paraben is a known cancer agent that has been discovered in biopsies with breast cancer people. And when you look at it, they will find it in there. It is a preservative. That's why it's in there. And it really shouldn't be in our skincare because it is known cancer agents. Having a look at the Olay product here. There, and I'm going to show you with my mouse the methylparaben. Look at the last word, methylparaben, ethylparaben, and let's keep going here. These stearate stuff's pretty weird stuff too, which we'll talk about in a little while. And there's your polyparaben. So when you're considering getting skincare, I would just exclude all of those right from the get-go. So let's get into what all the active ingredients are, what they're for, and you can be the judge whether you think that you would like to put them on your skin. Keep in mind that the first ingredients listed is the highest concentration of the active, and it tapers down less and less where the last item is the lowest concentration, but all of these active ingredients are in there. So the Olay Regenerist product starts with water and glycerin. Glycerin is in cosmetics a lot. It's kind of a filler just to make it bulkier, but what it does keep the outside of your skin from losing moisturizer. And in the introduction, and I'll remind you now that a lot of times skincare, and there might be some other, I don't remember, we're going to go through, there might be other ingredients there that go on and sit on the surface of your skin. They don't really penetrate to build collagen and elastin, and what it does is it sits on your skin and it feels nice, and it gives you the illusion that it's doing something. And that is a really bad misnomer, because the only way you are going to get results that keep you from getting wrinkles, and you'll see me in the 60 column, I'm 63 at the moment, and I don't have many wrinkles, as compared to aging like the top row, is you must build your own collagen and elastin. And over time, the older you get, the more collagen you lose, the more elastin you lose. Your skin doesn't, I call it, snap back as fast. And the sooner you start with an age reversing program, the better it's going to be, because the older you get, the slower you are to snap back. It's never too late, but the sooner you start, because I've got clients in my 80s and they look absolutely beautiful. Gosh, at least a dozen of them. You can go watch some video testimonials from them on youthduo.com. But the sooner you start, the less you have to reverse, and the more you can start aging with that better looking, tighter and firmer skin, better texture, less age spots, and all of it. Personally, I love looking younger than my 63-year-old friends. So that's just me, but I'm kind of vain. Anyway, so let's have a look at these ingredients. First couple, like I said, are water and glycerin. By the way, to give youthduo.com and the serum and the moisturizer a pitch, our first two ingredients are rose distillate, which is stronger than rose water, not as heavy as rose essential oil, but you know, rose has been one of the Cleopatra's secrets. It's a wonderful skincare, and organic aloe. There's no water in either two of those products, and because we want to fill our product, because that's what the first couple ingredients are, with ingredients that are going to be luscious for your skin, and the rose and the organic aloe certainly are. Okay, let's move on to the next item. If I talk fast, because I don't want these to be forever, but super long, but I do want you to see everything that's in here. I'm not going to pronounce them, the ingredients, because I'm not really a chemist. I'm a licensed esthetician. Like I said, I work with 1,000 people, over 1,000 people a year, and I don't expect to be able to pronounce these properly, and I would butcher them. So the next ingredient is this iso thing, and it's a synthetic hydrocarbon that's used as a solvent. Remember, this is the third ingredient that's in here. It allows for spreadability, and it prevents evaporation from water for the skin. Now, that's a really good thing to keep moisture in, but it's not necessarily doing anything to build collagen and elastin. Besides, it's synthetic. I don't really care for using synthetic products. I would prefer to use all natural. When we talk about all, we'll talk about natural in a minute. This niacin, I'm not going to do this. It's a niacin product. Yay, it's a vitamin 3. Now, vitamin 3 is excellent. It's excellent for your skin. It does improve pores. It tightens them up. So this is a wonderful ingredient that's in there, and it helps to tone and strengthen thin and weak skin. So that's a good thing. Here the next ingredient is we have an isostearate, an isopropyl. It's an alcohol, and it acts as a lubricant on the skin surface. So all of these, now these are better ingredients. Yeah, we like those, but the next one, that might not be so good. It's aluminum. And aluminum is said to, especially in deodorants or anything that you're putting on your skin, to create Alzheimer's and also possibly be a stimulant for cancer. When I had breast cancer, the first thing I did, I got off all deodorant and all aluminum products. And by the way, there's a video by a gentleman, I can't remember his name at the moment, where the skin industry used to get their aluminum from. It's on the Youth Duo TWC plus 25 off page. Go ahead and have a look at it. I thought it was very fascinating in the fact that he was forthcoming. Sometimes when you get these ingredients, it's really yucky where they get them from. I've heard a lot of terrible stories about where they get animal fats. And a lot of products are not vegan, and they do have animal fats or the possibility of animal fats in there. They don't say that, they just say fatty acids. And fatty acids can be either vegetable or meat-based. So as we see them, as we go through the toxic waste program videos, that hopefully I'll be able to point those out to you. But I'm pointing out the aluminum now. So watch that video that he shares with us about where the skin industry got aluminum. Okay, so here it's an caking agent. That's good. All right, but we don't want aluminum in our bloodstream. Okay, next one, nylon 12. Are you kidding me? Nylon ingredients are all synthetic polymers. Okay, it is used for clothing and rope because it's flexible and solid. Why is it used? Because it's an ingredient that dries to form a thin coating on your skin and nails. Nylon kind of, when you think about nylon fabric, sometimes they're silky and soft and they feel really nice. What that does is it gives you the illusion, we talked about this many times in some of our other videos, that you're putting a skincare layer on top that feels good to the touch and feels good on your face, but what it's really doing, it's a synthetic that could be trapping bacteria inside and giving the illusion that it's really doing something, because if it feels good, we think it does it. But you know what? If it always felt good, I happen to like spinach, but maybe a lot of us wouldn't eat our spinach too with all the concentration of vitamins, so I'm just saying. Here we go. Dimethicone. Why is dimethicone bad for your skin? There's another artificial coating for your skin, and it could, after long-term use, increase skin irritation and possibly an eye irritation. If you wake up and have your eyes are all swollen and stuff, this could be because of the prolonged effect of the dimethicone. Excuse me. Okay, Panthenol is a vitamin B5. Yay, this is a good thing. It's a lubricant, emollient, it's a moisturizer because it penetrates the skin, providing lubrication and hydration. We like this because it's antimicrobial and it has inflammation properties. So this is a very good ingredient. We like that one. And okay, so here we've got vitamin E. Yay. Vitamin E always helps with scarring, and it prevents moisture loss. It diminishes the signs of aging because it's a wonderful, wonderful antioxidant and a free radical. Okay, pentapeptides. Okay. Any peptides are excellent for your skin because what they do, a peptide is a protein. And when you put on a protein, it says to your skin, and it can penetrate. Now, very often, a lot of people say to me, well, I drink collagen or I put collagen on my skin, and collagen is an amino acid, it's a peptide. Pretty much, I'm not a chemist, but kind of the words can be used interchangeably. Excuse me, I need something to drink and clear my throat. Oh, I feel better. Almost. All right. So these peptides are really good. It goes if the molecules are small enough, and that's the key. Sometimes when you say, "Oh, well, I'm drinking collagen, I'm using collagen," well, if the molecule, because the collagen molecules are really, really big, and if in fact they're not small enough, even if you drink them, they're not penetrating into your organs because your organs need collagen for elastin and building protein and all that too, that it's not really working. So it's important that collagen must be small. So this is a wonderful peptide, and Matrixyl happens to be a proprietary name for one of those peptides. It's excellent, and it promotes healthy tissue growth. Okay, we have another one. The olive oil, yep, it's good. I wasn't real sure what I found about it, except according to EWG.org, which is one of the places I did research, it's a score number 3. I like products that, even if it's not really doing anything, I like scores of number 1 because that's the lowest range of any toxicities. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Yay, we've got another really good product. It's a form of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid does a really great thing. It penetrates hyaluronic acid holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So what it does is it immediately plumps up your skin. Now, in this analysis here, which I got from Thrive Cosmetics, they say that it easily penetrates the skin, and even though it is bringing all moisture, it like takes moisture and it pulls it in from the inside of your body and outside of the body. I've talked to lots of chemists about this, and fortunately, I have really good relationships with 2 chemists that produce my vegan, organic, and paraben-free YouthDuo.com, and everything in the Youth Duo line is vegan, organic, and paraben-free because I want 100% clean products in your skin, nothing that's questionable. The verdict's out on hyaluronic acid. It's really good while it plumps it up. It's in Youth Duo for sure, the Youth Duo serum for sure. I share a hyaluronic acid separately, and I've got it on now because I want to make sure none of my wrinkles show for you. So, and I don't have many, but I love hyaluronic acid because it does give you a quick fix. Whether or not it builds collagen and elastin, that's the point I'm making. Roundabout way of telling you I'm not sure. And the chemists that I have talked to, we debate about it all the time because it is a great ingredient, but I'm really not sure if it gives you long-term results. But it does give you immediate results, and that's good. Okay, here's next ingredient, coconut oil and glycerin. It's valued as a more natural alternative to other synthetic chemicals. So, breathe. That's my phone to tell me to breathe because I get on a roll and I forget to breathe. Here we go. We've got carob. Yay, carob. Not real sure why the carob is in there, but according to why we like chocolate so much, it's a neurotransmitter and it makes us happy. So maybe that's why it's there. I think it's also a stimulant in a way. I'm not sure. As we go through these videos, I hope to learn more and more to be able to share these ingredients with you and what their benefits are. Stearyl alcohol. Again, it's in the Olay product. No way around. It's simply bad for all skin types. Just to be 100% clear, there are other types of alcohols known as fatty alcohols, which are absolutely non-irritating and can be exceptionally beneficial to your skin, such as the other ingredients listed. Stearyl is one of the bad ones, so we'd like to keep away from that. Polyethylene. Oh, I don't understand this one at all. It is a polymer, which is kind of a coating. It's a polymer that makes grocery bags, shampoo bottles, children's toys, and even bulletproof vests. I don't know about you, but I'm not terribly bullet. I'm whatever. Anyway, here you go. It dries to form a thin coating on the skin, and it helps bond surfaces together. Again, anything that sits on the surface of the skin, I am suspect of, because I don't want stuff sitting on the surface of my skin, not really penetrating to build collagen and elastin. If it's sitting on the skin, again, it gives you the illusion that your skin might be feeling good as compared to it really doing something for your skin. And that's what gets you addicted to these certain products. Well, you think that they are, in fact, reverse aging and getting you to, and helping you reduce wrinkles and sags. But since we're aging all the time, how can we hold those wrinkles and sags at bay? Yes, it's the natural aging process that we're going to look older. That is a good thing. We're alive. Yay. But as we talked about before, we certainly don't want ones. We want to make conscious choices about the best apple in the bunch as compared to the apple that has toxins in it or worms or other yucky stuff, or empty calories that merely make you feel good. It's really fun to eat a donut every day, but if that was your diet, then you're not going to get the nutrition of the apples. So that's where we're going with this, and the reason why I'm doing these videos is because, as I said before, 95% of people who are putting skincare on their skin are what I'm calling toxic waste. And we're having a look at this. Toxic because they're known as cancer agent, and you're wasting time because you're aging through it. Your skin is getting older, you're losing your snapback ability, and you're wasting your money as well. So it's really important, and I'm really honored to be able to learn with you about what all these active ingredients, what they are. And even though witnessing 1,000 people a day and really working with not that many, but I do work with ongoing clients and see people over and over again, and I see the people that are reversing aging, and I've got lots of friends who are not using products with active ingredients that are building collagen and elastin, and I'm seeing them age over time. And just as, by the way, if you go to youthduo.com, you'll see in my video testimonial section, I've got lots of lovely clients who you'll even be surprised about how old they are because their skin is looking so good. Okay, let's get to another alcohol. Oh, Cetyl. It's derived from vegetable oil, palm or coconut. Palm oil, which we know is not so great with deforestation. So products are starting to use more coconut oil to get their cetyl alcohol in it in order to be sustainable. And I personally really appreciate that. The Behenyl alcohol, okay, is it good for your skin? Well, it can cause skin irritation. Choosing a fragrance-free product can help avoid this. Simple alcohols are used to help other ingredients penetrate the skin. The only problem with alcohols is, depending on which one it is, it can be very drying and dehydrating as compared to hydrating. By the way, there's a piece here, fragrance-free product. Yes. I very strongly recommend when you read your nutritional panel, see if it has fragrance number 87, 62, 89, whatever the number is, it doesn't really matter. According to the FDA, when you see a fragrance, whatever the number, or a coloring agent, a colorant with a certain number on it, according to the FDA, those can be up to 1,000 chemicals that you and I will never know what they are, because they're all lumped together and they've got a nomenclature of that they're assigned a fragrance number or a fragrance or a colorant number, and we won't know what's in there. So here we go about this alcohol. Not the greatest, but it's in there. All right, here we go. We're talking about the Olay Regenerist product now. Now we've got an acrylic polymer. What is that? Okay, it binds products. Certainly this is not a natural product. You know, when I think about this polymer, I think about the smell of acrylic nails. Just thinking about the smell of acrylic nails, I personally don't do acrylic nails because I don't want all those toxins going into my bloodstream through my nails. So here, so very often this synthetic acrylic is going on to your skin. Titanium, okay, no problem. This is a wonderful UV protector. Yes, it's used for thickening, but what it does, it sits on this. Now, this is the time that we like it sitting on the surface of the skin and not penetrating, because if in fact these little particles, it's like earth material, like mica and so on, we don't want that penetrating into the epidermis, because it could create acne and other congestion by getting in your skin. So what it does, it sits on top of the surface, protecting you from UV protection, which is really great. And the titanium and the micas, they work like little reflectors. So we like that. Here is another alcohol, extremely drying, that's in Olay. It can be drying and irritating to the skin, may even cause inflammation, because they strip it off, they strip the skin of their natural protection. So maybe that's why they've got these other polymer stuff, because they're counteracting each other. Again, I'm not the chemist, but I'm just putting it out there for you to think about. So when you are reading ingredients of whatever product that you're considering using, to consider those things and ask them the same thing. Here is our parabens. Here we go. There's a chance they might be harmful. Okay, so this is why they're bad. They produce extra estrogen in your body, and they're associated with certain breast cancer tumors. So like I said somewhere, I don't know if I did it in this video or not, but I had breast cancer. I am certain the lucky one. I am so grateful for the opportunity to have one, even though that sounds kind of crazy, but it makes me more aware of if anybody else has breast cancer or has been through the fear, any other cancer, any other life-changing health issues. And you know, when I think about what I want to put in and on my body, I want to be very conscious of those things, because while, yes, we're breathing toxins in the air, or might be in the water, and we're doing our best to be very conscious about those choices, skincare is a very easy one where we can not only protect ourselves by knowingly not put in parabens and other cancer agents, but on the one, we can also be building our collagen and elastin by making those smart choices. Dimethicone. Oh, by the way, let's go back to parabens. They can cause irritation, rashes, blisters, and burning skin. Back to dimethicone, and next ingredient, skin irritation, maybe eye irritations and allergies. Let me see, it can also be found in sunscreen. Yeah, by the way, we're going to talk about sunscreens. You know, there's a lot of hoopla about the benefits about skin SPF. Well, we're going to be doing a video here. Let me make this bigger so you can see it better. Here are all the ingredients that are typically, there's a glare on it because of the plastic. There's the ingredients that are in skin that are in SPF. By the way, the higher the SPF, the more cancer agents in it. And yes, I think it's important to have a little vitamin D. So to get a little sun, but at the same time, I prefer using a UV protectant than a product with SPF. And mica and mineral makeup, such as our UV Bare Mineral Polish, looks beautiful on your skin. It protects yourself from UV protection, and it gives you very nice, even it finishes off your skin. I've got some on right now, just because I want to look smooth for you. Just being my silly self. So let's go to the next ingredient here. Okay, so we don't need the dimethicone. All right, so here we go. Polyacrylamide. Aren't you glad I'm not pronouncing them? Is an ingredient and it's used for it's used in I think it's a plastic. Hang on. I think it's a plastic, not real sure. I will next time we'll look it up. We certainly don't like those little the beads that are used in a lot of the products. They get caught in our waterways. Animals swallow them. We don't like them when you're using the little beads for exfoliators. Might as well tell you, I love our Nutty Cool Scrub exfoliator. Tons of peppermints. The gritty stuff is walnut. It's got alpha hydroxy acids in it. It reduces age spots and hyperpigmentation when you use it in the shower because of all the peppermint essential oils. It clears up your sinuses too. I love that part, and it's really delicious. And it makes your skin really smooth, tightens your pores, and it exfoliates. By the way, why do you want an exfoliator? Because the more you can slough off all those dead skin cells, oh, I forgot to be showing you ingredients here. Well, there they are. What happens is as you age, since we're talking about exfoliating, you get grayer and grayer because those dead skin cells just sit on there, and it doesn't activate cellular turnover. And when you take off the dead skin cells, and you not only don't look gray, all that baby skin starts to regenerate faster, and your age spots, which are under all of those dead skin cells, lighten because you're taking more and more of the dead skin cells off. Okay, we're getting close to finishing what all these ingredients are. We've got a stearate. Okay, that kind of breaks down. What that does is it helps clean the skin once it mixes with water to take a lot of the some dead skin cells off. I don't really understand why it's in Olay, because it's a moisturizer product as compared to an exfoliator. So I'm going to look it up, and hopefully I'll learn more the next time. Remember, I'm a licensed esthetician. Most estheticians have no idea what active or inactive ingredients are in skincare. Ask them if you have one. See if they really have a deep understanding of this. And certainly, without a doubt, if you go to a department store or a drugstore and you buy your product, you ask these people, they have no idea what you're putting on your skin. I think the biggest people who, you're not really expecting a lot when you go to a drugstore, but when you're getting consultation at a department store, and you're going up to the counter that has this exclusive counters with exclusive products on it, the Clinique products or the Clarins products or the Estee Lauder products all have parabens in it, by the way, and cancer agents. And we're going to go over all of them, but the sales girls are sales girls. They don't really have no idea what they're putting on their skin, and they're there to sell you a product as compared to really educate you on the difference between the difference between empty calories or the cancer agents. They just, they spend so much money in marketing and advertising and even floor space in those department stores that their objective is to sell you product. And they've got reputations because they market and they advertise so much. And you, yes, I'm talking to you, aren't reading your labels and you're not taking responsibility. Sorry, I'm bawling you out at the moment, but I really want you to be healthy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to look your best and feel your best and not subject yourself to using cancer agents or products that you are aging through. Okay, off my soapbox. Here we go. We are up to another paraben. Okay, so here we got a polyparaben. We already talked about them. We don't need to talk about them again. There's two other alcohols. The glycoside and an alcohol. Yes, we talked about that. There's no way around it according to, I think I got this one from Google. It's bad, and it's bad for all skin types. There is nothing good about it. It can be irritating, and there's lots of other alternatives. We've got some, here's a breakdown that I did for you. One of the alcohols comes from glucose and one comes from, I didn't know, I couldn't really find it. The next one's a isoparaben. That happens to be a wax. Okay, and it's a mixture, listen to this, of hydrocarbons, but they're mineral oils, so that's not a bad thing if it's mineral oil, but guess what? It's derived from petroleum. So here you are taking stuff that comes from petroleum. Now, out of the earth isn't a bad thing, but it's the same thing that goes in your gas tank. So it's used as a thickening agent and a gelling agent. I don't know. If I had my choice, I'm not sure I would choose, well, I wouldn't choose this product at all because of all the parabens and the other alcohols in it. But no, I don't want a wax that's derived from petroleum. Okay, here is a disodium, calcium disodium. It's classified as a high human health priority and expected to be toxic or harmful. Okay, there you go. Again, you can be the judge whether you want to choose to use products like this or not. Citric acid. Here we go. Yay, alpha hydroxy acids. We like those. Citric acids are used in peels. Wonderful for exfoliating. Alpha hydroxy, there's a ton of alpha hydroxy acids. Yay! I love them in our Hempress Moisture Milk, which is the second part of the duo. The serum is first, the moisture milk is second, and the alpha hydroxys are in our Nutty Cool Scrub. We talked about that. Stearic acid. Okay. According to Paula, it protects the skin against water loss and helps the protective barrier. Well, that's good. We don't want to lose our moisturizer. Palmitic acid. Yay, we've got some antioxidant properties. That's a good thing. Yeah, we like that. Okay, what is this perith stuff? It's another alcohol. You don't really have to have all these alcohols in skincare products. This one, used in cleansing agents, it helps cleanse the skin. Well, I don't know why you need a cleansing agent to cleanse the skin in a moisturizer, a micro sculpting cream. All right, here we have a sodium hydroxide, and that is lye, everybody, L-Y-E, lye, does not produce systematic toxicity, which means it doesn't go into your system. I don't know if it's absorbed or not absorbed, but it's lye is very corrosive, and it can cause severe burns. I don't know if you have ever made soap I haven't. I've watched it happen. I've always wanted to make some soap, but when I watch it, the chemist, the alchemist who's making the soap always makes sure that they use gloves. The last ingredient, remember, this is the lowest amount. I do like natural mica, not mica that comes from scraps of aluminum sheets, which it can come from, but because of the heavy metals that are used. But we like mica that comes from the earth because it can be used for UV protection, and we like that. But be careful with the mica that you use. So I always recommend that you get it from a very reputable source. So there are, according to, there you go, Ulta. Here's all of the ingredients that are in Olay. You be the judge whether it's something that you would like to use. But like I said, 95% of the people that I talk to, whether they end up being my clients or not, have no idea what they're putting on their skin. And I feel very strongly that most are aging through the products that they are using because they are not building collagen and elastin. And yes, as we went through the Olay, there was quite a few active ingredients that there were really wonderful, and we appreciate those. There was some of the peptides, yay. We had some vitamin B, yay, we had some vitamin E, and so on, but we also had a lot of those alcohols, parabens, and tons of polymers. I think there was the nylon that goes onto the skin, as a moisture barrier. Well, I don't like that. Anyway, that is our Olay product, everybody, as part of the Toxic Waste Challenge. I challenge you to start, yes, get out your magnifying glass, start reading your labels, understanding what you're putting in. I also welcome you to watch these videos from these other products too. Not necessarily because you're using them, but what we can do is we'll start learning what all these active ingredients are. So when you pick up a label, you'll be able to, once you can see it anyway, you'll start being able to make those judgments before you buy a product, and ask the person that you're getting it from, what's in there? What is this active ingredient? Why is it in there? Is it toxic? How is it helping my skin? Is it building collagen and elastin? The whole idea behind the Toxic Waste Challenge is for you to challenge yourself to give a shit. I mean, shoot, did I say that? Yeah, I did. Because most people think that they care, and they're wasting their time because you're aging through the product you're working on. You're slowly poisoning yourself, and you're not building collagen and elastin. So, having that said, I love you. And I love you so much that if we can't meet personally, I offer FaceTime consultations. So I can really look at your skin. How's mine look? Do I look okay? Anyway, I can really look at your skin, see how you're aging, I learn about your lifestyle, and breathe. Get the best products that are going to build collagen and elastin, that are clean, that keep you healthy from an overall perspective while it's doing its job. Much love to you. Much love to you. I can't help but tell you, I always love it when my clients are so willing to do a video testimonial for me, or they send me an email, and they are so happy that their wrinkles are reducing, or their husbands notice, or their children are noticing, or even their best friends are noticing. And you know what? They might not say, oh, look, you don't have as many wrinkles, but they will say, my goodness, you look so rested. You know, that's a big one I get all the time. Oh, you look so rested. You look so great. You look so vital. Well, I love hearing those reports from you. It just makes me happy. It makes my heart soar knowing that you're getting all these great results. Stay tuned. There's tons. Please send me your jars, because the more products that you send me, the more we can review, and that way we can see actually what you're putting on your skin. Plus, for every part of the toxic waste challenge is you get, for every empty jar, I don't want them full because I'm not going to use this stuff, but I do want the empties to be able to show people the nutritional panel about the stuff that they're putting on their skin. You get $5 off for every empty. Yay. So instead of recycling it, which I hopefully you're doing in the recycle bin, hopefully you'll recycle it with me, where we together can help educate more people. So breathe. Thank you so much for watching and going on this toxic waste challenge with me, because really it's all about you. It's all about you. Big love. Talk soon.